Happy Thursday morning to everybody out there. Hope you all enjoyed the slate of Major League Baseball last night. It was very exciting. Quick recap there. The Tigers won Game 4 against the Mariners, and they will now play a Game 5 tomorrow night at 5 p.m. in Seattle. Tarek Skubal is going to go up against George Kirby. That's a great game. Very exciting there. And then the Blue Jays defeated the Yankees. The Yankees have been eliminated as we predicted. So those are the two picks that we got right yesterday. Now on to the picks that we got wrong yesterday. The Dodgers, I don't know how this happened. I was very surprised to see Yamamoto get hit the way he did. Very surprised to see the Dodgers offense just go completely silent in that game. And then I was also very disappointed to see Dave Roberts let Clayton Kershaw stay out there when he was getting destroyed. It was just sad to watch. And also, I feel like that could have been avoided. I think that Dave Roberts could have gone to somebody else, but that's neither here nor there. That game was lost. The Dodgers now have to play again tonight in LA against the Phillies, and they have got another chance to end the series. So we will see if the Dodgers are able to do it tonight in Game 4. And then the final game yesterday that we lost, it was the Cubbies defeating the Brewers 4-3 at Wrigley Field. What a great game that was, really close. And that one we were wrong too. Quinn Priester didn't pitch well. Surprising. The guy was the best pitcher for the Cubs, for the Brewers. He was one of the best pitchers for the Brewers all season long, and then to see him struggle the way he did yesterday, very surprising. Very surprising. So overall, 2-2 for us in our predictions yesterday. Ended dead even on those, and so now it's time to move on to today's picks. We've got 2 games in Major League Baseball, the playoffs here for Thursday night. The first one on the board is going to be taking place at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. It's going to be the Phillies against the Dodgers, Game 4. Right now, the Dodgers lead the series 2-1 after losing last night against the Phillies. For the Philadelphia Phillies, their ace, Christopher Sanchez, will be on the mound. He's been their best pitcher all season long. He is a tall task for this Dodgers offense to face. Now, on the other side, it's going to be Tyler Glasnow. Tyler Glasnow has been a great pitcher for, 7-8 years now in Major League Baseball and a well-known player. It's going to be a tough task for the Phillies as well. So 2 good starting pitchers on the mound in this game sets up for a very exciting game of baseball in an elimination game at Dodger Stadium. Chris Sanchez, 3 starts against the Dodgers in 2025. 2 starts in the regular season, and then that last start in Game 1 of this series in the postseason. So I'll take it start by start. The 2 starts in the regular season, the first one he went 7 innings, allowed 4 earned runs against the Dodgers. Then the second one in the regular season, he went 5 2/3 innings and gave up 4 earned runs. So this Dodgers offense, they've gotten to Christopher Sanchez. Even though he's been one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball, the Dodgers offense is the best offense in Major League Baseball. So something has to give here. It's great pitching in Chris Sanchez against great hitting for the LA Dodgers. Which one's going to win? Well, it was the Dodgers. In the 2 meetings in the regular season, the Dodgers scored 8 runs in 12 2/3 innings pitched. So the Dodgers hitting won that battle in the regular season, and then in Game 1 of this series, Sanchez went 5 2/3 innings and gave up 2 earned runs. So you add all that up together, it's almost, I think it's 18 innings, and he's given up 10 runs. So that's not good. He's struggled against this Dodgers lineup. I think the Dodgers can get to Christopher Sanchez. And then on the other side, Tyler Glasnow has struggled against the Phillies. Gave up 5 runs in 3.2 innings pitched against the Phillies this season in 2025. That combines his relief appearance against the Phillies in this playoff series, earlier in this series, with a start he had against the Dodgers early on this season. I think it was all the way back in April when he gave up 5 runs against the Phillies. walks are always an issue for Tyler Glasnow. That's something you have to be aware of. We saw the Phillies lineup explode last night. This Phillies lineup still possesses a lot of power and a lot of talent. Bryce Harper, Castellanos. We saw Real Muto hit a home run last night. Kyle Schwarber hit the home run out of the park last night. So don't forget about the Phillies offense. They're still very good. They are a little bit worse on the road. But last night, that was not apparent. They just went absolutely off last night. So I do think the Phillies are going to be able to score some runs off of Glasnow. History has shown us that that is the case. And so I expect this to be a high-scoring game. I think both starting pitchers will give up some runs. I think that the bullpens are both just simply not good, and they're overmatched in this specific matchup against two great offenses. So last night, this total was sitting at 7.5. I would say that the game's going to go over 7.5 total runs. I think we see 8 runs at least in this game. I think we could go well over that total. I see this as a high-scoring game. Game 1 had 8 runs. Game 2 had 7 runs, and it could have very well easily gone to 8 runs. And then Game 3 last night, we saw an offensive explosion from the Phillies. So the over is my prediction in this Phillies-Dodgers game. It's really hard to pick a side on this one. I'm not going to pick a side on this one. It's really hard. I mean, it's about as 50-50 as it gets. I think the Dodgers have the better offense. I think the Phillies have the better starting pitcher. And then I think the bullpens are about as equal as it gets. So if I had to pick a side, I would probably pick the Phillies because they're underdogs. But I'm not going to pick a side in this one. I'm going to roll with the over of 7.5 total runs in the Phillies at the Dodgers Game 4. Now moving on to the last game on the slate for the Major League Baseball playoffs here today, Thursday, October 9th. It's going to be the Milwaukee Brewers visiting Wrigley Field to take on the Chicago Cubs. We don't have starting pitchers announced yet officially, which is very annoying. I've been waiting for these. Everybody's been waiting for these since last night. And we don't know. We don't know who officially is going to pitch for the Brewers in this one. All signs point towards Matthew Boyd starting for the Chicago Cubs. So I'm going to predict this game based off the fact that Matthew Boyd is going to pitch for the Cubs. And then for the Brewers, there's pretty much 2 realistic options. It'll either be Freddie Peralta, who started Game 1, or it will be another bullpen game for the Brewers. Either way, I think the Brewers are going to win this game. Okay, let's walk through this one. So, Game 1, Freddie Peralta pitched for the Brewers, pitched really well. 5 innings, almost 6 innings, 5.2 innings pitched, 2 earned runs allowed. Completely shut down this Cubs offense, and he got the win. And then overall this season, he's thrown 27 innings against the Cubs. Division rivals, he's faced them quite often this year in 2025, has only allowed 10 earned runs. So Freddie Peralta has pitched very well against the Cubs all year long, and I expect that to continue if he gets the start in this game today, a elimination game at Wrigley Field. And then on the other side, Matthew Boyd, he's gotten absolutely wrecked by the Milwaukee Brewers. 11 innings pitched against the Milwaukee Brewers this season. He's allowed 11 earned runs. That's terrible. And then that's not even it. He gave up 4 runs that were not earned in Game 1 of this series. So it's actually 15 total runs allowed in 11 innings pitched against the Milwaukee Brewers this season. So the Brewers see Matthew Boyd very well. They've hit him very well all year long, and I expect that to continue. Matthew Boyd has been struggling as well coming into this start. You look at his numbers in September, 13 earned runs allowed in 25 innings pitched. So he comes in not in form. Freddie Peralta is in form. I think the Brewers have the better starting pitcher in this matchup. I think the Brewers have the better bullpen in this matchup. And I also think the Brewers have the better offense in this matchup. So everything here points me towards a Brewers win and the Cubs being eliminated from the playoffs. I just don't see the Cubs winning another one here. Now, if it's a bullpen game for the Brewers, I still think they're going to win. We saw the Brewers in Game 2 beat the Cubs using a bullpen game. So, whatever the Brewers do, I think they're going to win this game, and I will be predicting the Brewers to move on to the National League Championship Series. So, just to recap the 2 picks for tonight. First, in LA, the Phillies at the Dodgers. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think that the over of 7.5 total runs is going to end up cashing. And then in Chicago at Wrigley Field today, the Brewers visiting the Cubbies, elimination game for the Cubbies. And I think that the Brewers are going to be able to get the job done and eliminate the Chicago Cubs to move on to the National League Championship Series. So as always, thank you for tuning in. Leave your predictions in the comments below. I would love to hear what you think about these games. Make sure to enjoy the games. Have fun. Gamble responsibly as always. Don't bet any more money than you can afford to lose. Have fun with it. And we'll be back tomorrow night or tomorrow sometime to predict the Game 5 between the Tigers and the Mariners. So until then, stay safe and take care.